Hello. If you're seeing this video, it means that the zombie apocalypse has already begun, and you must listen very carefully, for I am going to tell you how to stop it. No, of course not. You are there because you are a chair and or a member of one of the many committees we have at First Parish, and I'm so glad that you are there at the All Church Council meeting. Thank you for being out on a Friday night. I, as you know, am not there. I am at this moment finishing a wedding rehearsal on the top of Hunter Mountain in New York State in the Catskills. I'm thinking of you. I really am. Know that I'm thinking of you. Okay. My, Chris, I know, and other folks in leadership will have programs for you, but I have 5 tasks that I would like you and your committee to do in the coming months. The first is that I am going to ask that each committee draw up a job description for yourselves. Perhaps you had one long before. Maybe you have one that you just did last year. Well, we need to see it. Even if your committee has it, the church office doesn't. We want to get them all together. So I'm going to ask each committee to draw up a little job description of what it is that you do, how many members are on there, basic things. And then at the next all-church council meeting, which I believe you'll be setting up tonight, you'll be able to hand those in, and then the members of the parish committee will get them together. And in amongst those job descriptions, this is number two is to have a set of goals, 1 or 2 goals that your committee is going to do this year that is achievable, that you can do, that you can share and feel good about, and that will help accomplish the things you have in your job description. With that in mind, let me get to number 3. Number 3 is that I hope that each and every one of your committees will be able to have one social public event that will draw folks together. This is one of the themes that I put forward in my annual report, is that I want members of this congregation to come together and have more fun, to get together, to have fun, to work together, to have programs that gets people out of their little silos, but to share their life experiences here in this church community. Now, the Religious Education Committee always puts on a great Halloween party. So they're kind of done. They're good. But perhaps your committee hasn't done something like this. And you're thinking about what it is your committee could do. Perhaps your committee could even get together with another committee to do an event. This past year we saw a great event where members of the caring committee and the youth group got together to put together care packages and mail them off to members of our congregation who are off and away at college. I've heard great things from our folks who are away, just to let them know that they were that they aren't forgotten when they head off to school. Perhaps the stewardship committee and the finance committee could put on a series of programs about home finances, or even how to set up a bequest. Building and grounds and hospitality could get together to help put together an all-church cleanup day in the spring as we prepare to welcome in your new minister. The 4th thing that I and everyone in the church office are going to ask you to do is to communicate. Tell us what it is that you're going to do. Tell us what your social event is. Tell us the different programs that you have planned. We will be setting up a calendar in the next few weeks for the coming year, and then we'll be able to share that with you, and then you can plug your events in. Share what you're doing with us in the office. Share what you're doing with folks on the parish committee. Share what you're doing with members of this congregation through the link, the weekly email link, through announcements that go on Sunday morning or appear in the order of service on Sunday morning, or even on the Facebook page. Let us know. We want to communicate to everyone, let folks know all of the wonderful things that are going on in this church. And the last thing I want you to think about, this is an overarching theme. It's how will your committee, the things that your committee does, how will what you do help this congregation, help the search committee get the best minister possible? what can your committee do so that you are able to get the best minister who's out there right now, waiting to come to this church. And perhaps it will be your committee that will convince them, because it is something that excites them, something that you are passionate about, that perhaps they are passionate about. That's it. That's my 5 things in a little over 5 minutes. So I hope that you enjoy this. I hope the rest of the meeting is great. Thank you so much for coming out on a sultry spring evening, doing good work. So thank you all. Many blessings, and I will see you all on Sunday morning. Peace.